Okay, so good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Look at this. We have a decent day by the look of it. So it's on the Himalayan and we're going to go for a little ride. Not too far due to the fact it's cold. I know, makes me sound a bit of a wuzz. The nice thing about being a retired rider is that you can actually pick and choose your ride. So basically it's just a little ride round, get the bike, because I've got to get the mileage on it, Jesus, and you have to take every opportunity while you can. So a little ride round, see how she goes, which I think we all know the answer to that one. It runs pretty nice. Okay, try not to freeze to death in the process, would be rather nice. Look at that. I do find that these the side stands on these bikes can be a touch forward. Then again, it could be just the fact of my poor little legs, eh? Still, we'll have to see what's what, eh? Right, so bear with me, have a little trundle round. Look at this, sunshine is absolutely gorgeous, although it is a touch misleading. Okay, try not to run the neighbours' dogs over. Or hopefully the neighbours' dogs won't jump up to me too much. That would be a nice thought. Bonjour. I'll make it sound like fluent in French, don't believe it. I'm afraid I'm not very good at the old French language. Okay, so where will we go is the big question, eh? Where will we go? Left or right? I think we'll go this way actually. Now, of course, because of the mileage, which I don't know if the GoPro's picking it up, is 176.6 kilometres. We do have to try and keep the revs down because, you know, down to about 3,000, which I gotta be honest, it's pretty horrible riding along watching a rev counter still. Now I'm hoping that the wind noise isn't too much. We will see what we will see, eh? Since I put these mirror extenders on, I'm a lot more happier with the view of the mirrors. You can actually see what's coming now. They are a hell of a lot better. Like I said, nothing wrong with the actual Himalayan mirrors, but I don't know, they just wasn't wide enough. I mean, to be fair, I'm not exactly a slender person, so you know, I suppose I've got to take a certain amount of that blame as well. So I do sort of fill the gap between the two mirrors. But yeah, far much better. So I'm not too sure of the temperature. I mean, this on here says 12 degrees. Somehow I don't believe that. I do think, however, that I don't know, it was about 8 degrees, I think, so I don't know. Maybe it's not too bad, eh? Still. One thing you have to be careful of across here in France, and they tend to do this loads of times, what we're coming up to now for all intents and purposes is an island. But you see this big stop sign here. Now if you treat this as an island and there's nothing coming and you just shoot round, believe you me, if the old gendarmes are around, you will get done, because it's a solid line, and if you do not stop, oh look, or you stall the bike, no seriously, if you do not stop, they will fine you. Now the trouble is, it's very rare that an island has them sort of restrictions on. You know, you're sort of used to coming up to an island, looking, if there's nothing coming, off you go. But in this case, and in fact in a lot of cases, that is not the case. So you have to be really careful, because you stand an excellent chance to get done. Okay. The other thing when you ride in France, of course, is for some unknown reason, a lot of these side roads on your right, they have priority over you. Now I'm okay because I know what to look for, the signs to look for, but if you come across here, as a lot of tourists do, and all of a sudden they find themselves, you know, in an accident, because they say, yeah, but you know, you came straight out in front of me. Well, that's the problem, because they actually can come out. If there's no line, like this one here for instance, look, there's no lines. They have the rights to come straight out in front of me, even though I'm on the main road. And to coin a phrase in the French dictionary, it's bizarre. So of course, a lot of people do actually get copped out with that one. But yeah, strange. Very, very strange. So, there we're doing 3,000 revs per minute, and we're on 60 kilometers. So I'm being a good boy, and I'm running the bike in nicely. I'm not taking it too quick at all. I mean, it did say, well, it says if you actually go on the Royal Enfield website, between 3,000 and 4,000 RPM. So you know, keep it at 3, and yeah, that should be okay, I think. It is a bit of a pain because, you know, sometimes you know, it's, you just want to go just that little bit, because these bikes will do it. It's getting looser each time I take it out the engine, as it's getting a bit running. So yeah, pretty cool, eh? Okay. Okay. I always want to go for that extra gear. I'm so used to riding the Suzuki V-Strom, which is the bike I had before this, and obviously 6 gears, and I'm just, you know, it's it's not because of the engine noise or the engine saying change me. It's, you know, it's just habit. It's just habit. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing now? about 3,500 revs, 80 kilometres, so yeah, we're doing okay. Like I said, as I said in the last video when I took the bike out, which was a fair time ago due to the fact of the weather, but I love riding these bikes, I really do. You know, they are great. I've just got to get the kilometres up on this one, you know, because I so much want to get it back so that, you know, it can have its first service, because it's a fair trek. Where I actually bought this from is the dealership up in Brest, and I live just outside Quimper, so you're looking at nearly 100-kilometre ride back to the dealership. So, you know, this time of the year, it's nice, really it would be nice to get a decent day. So the GPS bracket, which you can see, I mean, it does shake a bit, I've got to be honest. I don't ride, I mean, I don't have the GPS on all the time. I only put the GPS on, you know, when I'm going out of my sort of district where, you know, I'm not familiar. I mean, I use the phone, and this has got the tripper built in as well, of course, which one of these times, because I've never actually really tried the tripper, so that's got to be a try. I mean, I do believe that they are very good, you know, so we'll have to give it a whirl, you know, we'll have to try it, we'll have to go somewhere and set it and see what's what and how it does. From what I believe, it's a very reliable bit of kit. I mean, it runs off your app on the phone, it uses Google Maps. I use Google Maps an awful lot, and I've never had any trouble with it. Like I said, the GPS, my Garmin GPS, I tend to sort of use that more as a backup, you know, because the phone is great. I know a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't put a smartphone on it because the vibration ruins the camera, blah blah blah. Well, to be honest, cameras and phones, you know, the cameras on the phones don't particularly bother me. I don't really use them much, and I've done it for ages. I've had for a few years now, attached, and it's never really bothered me. So, to be honest with you, maybe if you've got a top phone, a top iPhone, or you know, the Google Pixel one, the top one, but me, no, cheap and cheerful, does the job, does everything I want it to do, flies the drones, does me maps. What more could I possibly want it to do? I lost the plot on that one. Yeah, no, I got it back. So yeah, phones are great. Google Maps, I think, are brilliant. In fact, sometimes I think the route that Google takes you can actually be better than the actual route that the Garmin gives, you know. But still, I mean, there again, preference, is it not? These are the roads around here that you got to watch. You know, if it's a strange route, I mean, even at this time of day, obviously you're not going to get any sun on here, so you got to be careful. And they get these roads really get slippery. And I don't know much about these tyres on these bikes, due to the fact that I haven't really ridden it out much. So, you know, take it a bit careful, eh, on the wet bits. Don't want to come flying off and scratch the new top box. Yeah, so back to the GPS and the phone. So basically, if I'm gonna go sort of off camping or touring or for whatever it is I'm gonna go, it's always nice, whether I fit it or not, it's always nice to have the Garmin in the back ready to go, because you know a phone is only as good as the signal that you're going to get. And I've been to a few places, you know, and you can lose the signal, and the trouble is, you lose the signal, you've lost your maps, and that's where sheer panic sets in when you think, oh my god, where am I going? I got to find a campsite, or I got to find this, blah 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 blah. And there you go. Right, enough waffle about phones and GPS, I use. Do you know what? We might a few more days of this getting out and riding around. It could be really nice, eh? It is chilly, you know. It's a bit blowy, but oh, watch the revs, son. Watch the revs. Hey, we was literally ripping it out then. Got to be a bit careful. I mean, the thing is, you know, I bought this bike, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the bike that's going to take me through to my end of days, you know, when I hang up the boots and say that's it, no more, for whatever reason, you know. Hopefully I'll go on to a ripe old age and keep riding for many years to come. You know, I'm 66 this year, and you know, I ride with some just now this road here, look, this is a straight onto our road from the right. Yeah, I've seen a few people come a cropper there, including me when I first moved over here. Bit dodgy, but anyway, never mind. Okay, so yeah, I ride with a few people well in their 80s, you know, and they're fit, you know, and they have a fantastic time. And so it's in my best interest to make sure that this bike gets all the love and attention that it deserves, because it's only going to look after me if I look after it. And that's, you know, that's it, innit? That's it. That's with every single bike or every single mechanical thing. If you look after it and you service it, then it will service you, you know. I've been the same ever since I was a lad. It's the way I was brought up, it's the way I was taught by, you know, my family. And you know, that's what you've got to do. Basically, you look after the thing that you're riding, and that will look after you. And so there you go. It's nice to actually look up in the sky and see absolutely not one single cloud. It really is. It does make a difference, you know. In fact, it makes all the difference. It might be chilly, but you know, it just sort of cheers you up. You know, you look at it and you think, oh, this is nice. It's sort of, I don't know, I'm not a winter bloke, I'm really not. I hate the winter, and I hate the winter when it's raining. So, you know, God blimey, bit of storm damage, or has somebody missed and backed up a bit too far? You can always rely on the post. A few bikes out, hey? Say good day to the man. I gotta be honest, it's well, it's the same in every country you go to, innit? But you come to about April, I suppose, across here, you know, and you start to get the tourists over on the bikes, you know. I mean, it is a really nice place. It's got some lovely biking roads, and it's got some beautiful views, you know. I mean, it really has. And you see some, you know, every time you go out, you know, there's a lot of bikes around, and I don't know, it's just nicer. And I don't know if it's where I live, I don't know, but today, as you just seen, you know, there's a fair few bikes around. Okay, so now this is going to be a nice view in a minute, yeah. If we look to our left, look at that. Hey, this makes it all worthwhile, does it not? Look at that, hey. Douarnenez Bay, this is called. It's really nice. You can imagine, can't it, in the summer this is very popular, very busy all around there. There's some lovely beaches right across there, the whole bay. Like I said, the Breton, we get some real bad weather, we really do, you know, lots of rain, but I tell you what, we absolutely, in my opinion, and I've been all over France, and I still say the Breton beaches, Normandy and the Breton, are the best beaches in France. They are absolutely cracking, you know, beautiful, love them to pieces. I mean, I'm not a huge beach fan, you know, I'm not the sort of let's go and sit on the beach all day. It's okay, I mean, don't get me wrong, but there's a million other things I'd rather be doing. But yeah, not too bad at all. So they say about these going uphill, but you know what I mean, seems fine to me. This is a pretty decent hill, you know. We're in top gear and I'm keeping the revs down, you know. I'm not, you know, being a good lad. 3,500, there's more there if I want it, you know. We're doing 60 kilometers up this hill. I know the GoPro doesn't particularly show the inclines too well, but you know what, this is a fair hill, and this is coming to be great. Mr. car behind me would realise that I have as much right on the road as he does, and stop being an arsehole and get out of the way nicely. But hey, you know what, there's always a knob wherever you go, eh? And seems like I found one. We're just going to go we're just going to have a ride round here, and then we're going to go down to the actual coast, which is obviously just to our left. A nice little ride basically. And like I said, the most important thing is to put them kilometers, miles, whatever you want to do on this thing here. Now, I'm sure this man here can't look at the signs. Look at that, it says 30. Eh? There you go, big sign to your right. Can you see it? Nice one. It's all right, people, you know, they're putting these 30 kilometres an hour all over the place in France, and the gendarmes love it. They really do. They hide behind all these edges and little roads and all this, and you know what, they will do you. There is no two ways about it. They will do you, and people don't seem to take a lot of notice on a lot of these roads. And you know, the trouble is, I'm not losing my, well, I know I won't lose the licence, but I don't want to pay €1,000 just because I got some idiot that close to me who thinks he's going to push me along. It ain't happening. It's like these 50s as well, they're all over the place, and I get it, you know, it's, you know, in the summertime especially, there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of people around, and you know, the last thing that we need is speeding motorists. It's not good, is it, at all? And of course he's coming our way just to do you know, one thing I love about these bikes, it really has got plenty of low down torque, you know, it is good. Low down torque, which is great for your junctions, your turnings, your corners. There I am again, trying to put it in 6, and it ain't got a 6 gear. That's a nice view, eh? Look at that. Like I said, we've got some lovely views around here. We really have. Like I said, look at this for the, absolutely, you know, you can't believe, can you, 7 weeks of rain, and then we come to this. I mean, you know, fair play. It's absolutely beautiful blue skies, so much nicer, it really is. I can honestly say that every time, and don't forget, since I've bought this home, this is only the 3rd time that I've bought this home, but you can feel this engine getting nice and loose. There's a little man up there hang gliding, don't know whether you can see him, and I don't think the GoPro will pick it up, but he's up there, and fair play, eh? I love to see signs like this. It's a sign we're heading for the right sort of weather, eh? There it is, between 2 planes. See? I don't know whether you can, but anyway. Yeah, this engine, you know, I mean, more responsive, more smoother. I gotta be honest, before I bought this bike, I was a bit sceptical. I thought, single cylinder, I don't know, you know, 411cc, I'm not the smallest guy on earth. That's outwards, not upwards. And I thought, you know, but no, I was wrong. These bikes get a lot of criticism, you know, they really do, and a lot of it's so unfair. You know, it's not a speed machine. I don't want a speed machine. Why would I want a speed machine when I've got beautiful scenery like this to ride through? You know, I love this sort of thing. This is great. You know, it really is. Gone are the days of belting round, you know, and there's nothing wrong if that's how you want to ride. You know, that's your choice. My choice is to enjoy this fantastic scenery. Look at it. This is what makes it all worthwhile. Instead of sticking my nose up in the air though, trying to show you where we're going, I nearly ended up in the field. No, we'll take it a bit easy, hey? Over summertime, believe you me, this place is absolutely rammed. It looks pretty busy today. There's even one or two people in the sea. Look at that. Yet again, I'm not too sure if you can pick it up, but I'm sure you can. Okay, well, we're probably just going to pull in here a minute in the car park. Can't believe how busy it is. Mind you, fair play, eh? People want to get out, you know, like I said, this is the first bit of decent weather. People don't want to stay in. Okay, I think we're going to pull it back up here for a bit, and we're going to have a little ride back up here and just stop for a minute and what's the old revs coming up here. It creeps up quite easy, but you know what, it gets up these hills pretty cool. What have we done now? Well, do you know what, we've nearly done it. We've nearly done 200. Where we go. Any minute now we're going to do the 200. Yep, no, yep. And there we go, 200 kilometre. It's only taken 3 months. Okay. Few rumble strips on the road. You can see, can't you, by the number of people that's out on a day like today, and like I said, it is chilly, but if you actually think about it, you get a bit of warm weather around here, and you know, it gets busy. You know, the Breton is it's a very popular place in the summer. You know, we got a lot of holiday camps, we got a lot of places of interest around here. and it gets really busy. I mean, a lot of these beaches, like for instance that one that we've been down to, as you know, you could see today, the car park, all right, there's a lot more. There was a bigger car park as we came down to our left as we turn right. You know, there's a big car park there. But summertime, if you don't get down here before sort of 1 o'clock, believe you me, you really struggle to park, you know. You really do. Okay, I think where should we go? Come on. I think she was going anyway, but I thought, well, be nice and polite, eh? I've always found, in all my years of riding motorbikes, be courteous on the road, because if you're courteous, then the car drivers that you're courteous to, hopefully, will show a bit of courtesy back to us bikers. That's the theory anyway. Not too sure if it works. I'd like to think it does. But we should be courteous anyway, eh? Life is too short to get upset by bits of road rage and everything else. Well, I think it is. Well, watch the old revs, eh? Going up to 4. It's so easy done. You know, you don't realise it's been so many years. I mean, I think it was about oh, excuse me for being in the way. I think the last time that I bought a new bike was about 2005, 2004, 2005, you know, and I don't know, I can't remember running it in so much as this one, but you know, you sort of just get on them and you ride, and you know, this is a pleasure to ride. It's a fun bike. I absolutely love it. I can't wait till the summer comes and, you know, get out more. It'll be really good. You gotta get in front, eh? Gotta get in front. Do you know what? I've been in France now for, well, this is my 18th year, and I gotta be honest, they're probably some of the worst drivers in the world. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. They've got this thing, you know, tailgating. They come, it doesn't matter what you're in, whether you're on a bike, whether you a couple, I'm getting tongue tied, whether you're on the car, in the car, it doesn't really matter. But they come right up behind you, almost, you know, will push you along. That's what they tend to think, you know, and it really is so annoying. And this other thing that they tend to do is they've got to be in front, you know. You can be doing the speed limit, you can be doing over the speed limit, but they've got to be the car in front. I mean, here's a guy here, look, eh? You know, he's probably a smashing bloke. He really is. But he just had to get in front. Still never mind. you have to be careful, this priority from the right. A lot of these little villages, these are the ones where you can really get caught out, because there's a lot of these that as you ride through them, all the roads coming from the right tend to be priority. And you know, so many people in the summer get caught out with these things, it's unbelievable. Oops, a nice little bump there, eh? It really is. And yeah, you have to be so careful. Okay.